So it's a lot about our potential. Often we have a lot of potential, and we don't realize how good we are. Like, where did I hear about that? So, what kind of things have people achieved in the past? Like, is anyone in the room worth over $1 million? No? Does anyone in the room know how to read? Yeah, you probably may not have given yourself some credit for that before. Can anyone here speak a foreign language, maybe? Some of you, yeah. And you don't feel if we don't sometimes give ourselves credit for the things that we've done, then we don't realize how good we really are. And it's not a case of being egotistical of, oh, I'm so good. It's a case of saying, hey, I have achieved something. I am good at some things, and therefore I can be good at other things. Because you see, we've got a lot of potential, you know. Potential is like, it's like a piece of paper with nothing on it. And when it's got nothing on it, this could be, I don't know, how about if this were the lottery numbers for tomorrow's lottery, and say the jackpot was $50 million. How much would this piece of paper be worth? Oh, yeah, how much would it be worth? $50 million. But the thing is, each of us, we're all walking around and we have all this potential, and just like this piece of paper, we're just throwing it away. We're just not seeing it. And I don't know about you, but the first time I saw someone do this, I thought it was disgusting. I was like, what are you doing? Stop! And I do that to enforce upon you that we all have so much potential inside us. And sometimes we don't realize it and we just squander it. So, a quick question. Is anyone in the room worth over $1 million? Well, I could show you how you are all worth $1 million, okay? Easily, okay? How much would I have to pay any of you for your right arm? Would you take $10,000? If I needed your right arm and I said, look, I got a stack of money over here and I'm willing to give $10,000 to anyone who'd give me their right arm. Is anyone up for that? No? 50? 50,000? 100,000? You know, there'll come a point, you know, if you give me a few million, I might think about it, you know. Or for your eyes, how much would you have to be paid to have one of your eyes taken? Just one. You can keep the other, one. You can still do the archery with one eye, I think. Okay, and again, the ability to read, the ability to learn. We actually are worth this immense amount of money in a literal form, that if someone paid us that, there is a point at which we would accept a certain cost, a certain amount of money, or a certain, if you value money, like if money's not high on your values, maybe it's love or family. If I say I can look after your family and guarantee they'll have the best life ever for the rest of their lives, if you give me your right arm, then for some people that would be enough. Especially if they didn't have many resources themselves, they might say that's a fair trade. So remember, we have all these skills, our ability to learn, to listen, our eyes, all of our senses, all of our skills. These are all the things that we have as potential. And as simple as it is, sitting down and actually identifying things that you have achieved, and just have a little note on your phone or on your computer or wherever it is, and just note down things that you've achieved. And then when you reflect on them, it really helps you build your self-esteem. I study Aikido, and my teacher, she's an American woman, and she'd been studying Aikido for 12 years, and she'd been teaching for about a year or 2 years. And one day, I don't know if you guys know Aikido, but they wear these big black trousers and the black belts. So they have the white outfit and these big black trousers that kind of hang baggy. And she was training a class in front of these like top teachers, top sensei and people from Japan. And she was really nervous, okay? And she had confidence. She'd been doing this for 12 years or so, I think, at the time. She was really, really nervous. And she was standing there, and halfway through the move, she got the person to stop. And she said, and then she was talking to the group and saying, hey, I want to tell you about this position or whatever. And she noticed that her leg was just like, she was doing the Elvises. Her leg was shaking like anything, and she could feel it. And her confidence levels were just bottoming out. She thought, oh my God, I can't believe how I feel right now. You know, I'm really freaked out. So her confidence levels were maybe a 1 or a 2 at that point. And she carried on and then casually glanced down, and at that moment she noticed that the trousers were so big that no one could see her legs, and it looked like her leg was still. And at that moment her confidence boosted straight back up, which is interesting because nothing changed, just her perception changed, because no one could see anything different, but her perception of her ability changed.